Welcome to Casual Compliance, a show about the culture and philosophy of Commander through the lens of the ban list. And this week on Casual Compliance, we're talking about, oh my god, we're back to it. We're talking about Time Walk. Hi, I'm Gramps.
Hi, I'm Chili Ben.
And today, we're talking about one of the funnest extra turn spells of all time, Time Walk.
Time Walk.
Time Walk.
And swap that in with all of the well, there's Time Warp. That is a spell, right?
Yes, but that was legal.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Time Blank is just a format we've seen before in spells.
The reason why I love Time Walk so much, we'll get into the card in a second, but the reason why I love this card so much, and you're going to see it, is I fucking love the art on the original printing of Time Walk.
Okay.
It's a sorcery.
Yes.
Printed in 1993.
Incredible.
Nice and early.
Yep.
One of the first cards.
Super duper on the reserve list.
Super duper on the reserve list. And that's the only reason why it's banned. There's no other reason why it's banned, clearly. We'll get into the ban reasons later. One and a blue. Take an extra turn.
Sorry, one and a blue?
Take an extra turn.
Yuck, dude.
I have things in mind. This can be legal. This can be legal.
Isochron Scepter is all I'm going to say right now.
That's fine.
Yeah. Chuck this under there.
That's fine. I can fucking get this one done. I am so set for this. Time Walk, take an extra turn after this one. Sick.
For 2 mana?
Yeah, 2 mana.
You're crazy.
Yes. Yes, I am. There are easier ways to do it. I've been fucked so hard on Arena so many times by extra turn spells that people are casting for free. No, this is easy. This is easy. What is that fucking shit? Tap 5 artifacts.
Oh, time sieve?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hey, as someone who's cast and resolved a time sieve trigger, it's rough. It's pretty easy to generate artifacts in those colors.
Why do you think this card was banned?
I mean, I think it could be a combination of a few factors. Given how old it is and the fact it's on the reserve list, this could be where the cost of the card comes in, as we've seen with a small number of cards before.
100%.
Beyond that, I think it's something to do with 2 mana for an extra turn is pretty low.
At the moment, it is low. But don't forget, I've got a deck where I can pay 1 mana and get an extra turn.
Yeah, regardless of cost reduction and things like that. The card on its own.
It has to be a miracle.
The thing is, whenever cards are banned, they are banned by themselves.
Yes.
It's not, you could cost reduce this and then it's a problem. That's true of everything.
Yeah.
This on its face is 2 mana for an extra turn.
Very cheap.
That is so crazy. I'm trying to remember. I think other extra turn spells are minimum 4.
About 4 costs is what you're looking at. Or 15 in terms of Emrakul.
Well, that's not an extra turn for you.
Yeah, no, take an extra turn after this one. The banned Emrakul, Aeon's Torn.
Oh, right. I was thinking of the player that you control.
No, the one that can be unbanned.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Okay, so
I think it's just it's too much for too little. And then also if it were to become unbanned, then it's this capitalist arms race of people trying to get this super expensive card and all this sort of it's still expensive even if you want to get it.
Do I buy 1 Time Walk or do I buy 200 Hull Breaches and hope that they unban it? It's just such a hard decision.
Don't do either.
I am looking forward to research for this one because I think that.
Well, unlike Charizard, there are lots of other cards that do a similar thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got a lot of points of reference here of is it the cost thing? Is it the price thing? Is it something else that I'm not thinking of?
A lot of knobs and dials.
Yeah.
That we can work on.
Spells, instant and sorceries that cost 2 or less is a pretty big umbrella in terms of things that synergize with that. Think about Isochron Scepter. It's something that costs 2 or less.
Yeah.
And you pay 2 to activate the Scepter to cast it for free. There's a lot of things where you can tutor for an instant or sorcery that is capped by its mana value. Micromancer is for 1, mana value 1 or less, but there's all sorts of things that relatively cheap tutors will let you dig this up.
Yeah. I think it's also really important to reference for people that do remember it. These words get used a lot less now than they used to, but this is one of the Power 9.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's when I was talking about old cards and reserve lists, that's also going to be part of it as one of the factors why I think it's banned. The whole Power 9 is.
Yeah.
And I think if you unban 1, I don't think you're going to like the responses you get asking for the other 8.
It's a slippery slope, baby.
Yeah,
It's a slippery slope.
I don't love slippery slope. I'm 3 weeks away from finishing Invisalign. Holy shit!
So excited.
I don't love slippery slope arguments to begin with, but this feels like one of those ones where we know what people on the internet talking about Magic are like sometimes.
Yeah.
If you unban one of the Power 9,
You can unban all of them.
that's going to be the prevailing argument, I feel like. So, yeah, it's a lot of reasons to keep it banned, I think, without having done research. I'll caveat that.
Let's have a look into a little bit of research. And if you want to see anything really interesting that we talk about in research, if we have anything really interesting that we talk about in research,
Yeah.
go to casualcompliance.fun and sign up to be a upkeep member to get BTS.
Upkeep or unban tier.
Sign up to be an upkeep or unbanned to get not only BTS, but to get discount in our store when we have rad merchandise.
Yeah, I did have to run through all of our tiers. I was like, oh no, it is those two.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. You'll be able to see it. There's like a lag where I'm like, untap, upkeep.
Loading spell.
Okay, we'll be back. Do you like board wiping but hate it when these fucking nerds like to combo off? Why don't you come tell us that in our Discord?
You
Casual
cuck.
Casualcompliance.fun. Come and tell me why comboing isn't fun, please.
It'll cost you.
Welcome back to Casual Compliance. Go to casualcompliance.fun. Join our Discord. Tell us why you think Time Walk can be unbanned or not. I don't know. Up to you.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not going to put thoughts in your head or words in your mouth, but I hope you put dollars in our hand.
Okay, and also if you want to see all the cool shit we spoke about in the part that we've just cut out of this, it'll be up there.
Yeah.
Time Walk, first printed 1993 in August. Power 9, baby.
Yeah.
It was originally banned for poor optics.
Poor optics.
So this is what you mentioned.
Okay.
We've had this before.
Yeah.
And you did mention this at the start.
Oh, like perceived cost of entry.
Poor optics rather than power level.
Yeah.
While it's plenty powerful, the effect on perceived barrier to entry that really posed a problem, because casual players watching Commander games in passing could reasonably assume that they needed hundreds, now thousands of dollars in Power 9 mana as table stakes.
And I think this is a good point where I'll mention some of the prices that we see in Scryfall for some of these printings. The most expensive is from limited edition Alpha at 17,000 euros.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a US price listed there. The like highest US dollar cost is 2,600.
Which is 40 billion Australian dollars.
Yeah, we can't do that.
We can't.
Yeah.
Submarines are cheaper.
But the cheapest version is over 500 US dollars.
Yeah. And so like that's it. And
Yeah.
Time Walk was an iconic and expensive card at the time it was banned, and removing it from the card pool and from the game pool was intended to combat the notion that Commander is a prohibitively expensive, inaccessible format. Now, the unfortunate thing is there are still some quite expensive cards in Commander.
Yeah.
But they are quite a lot more available than Time Walk that was only really printed in Alpha, and there have been some reprints, but those reprints remain quite scarce as people buy them up because of the cost.
Well, I think also the only place you can play this is Vintage, where it's restricted, so there's not going to be as much demand to reprint it anyway.
Absolutely. And once again, Gavin Verhey puts Time Walk on the same list as Caracas, which doesn't make sense to me because Caracas can be unbanned. So,
can I give you like a very fun version of this card that I have played with before?
Hit me.
So before Mystery Booster 2 was a thing, we went to an event here in Melbourne and did a Mystery Booster 1 sealed.
Yeah.
The playtest card, one of the playtest cards that I got and used is Time's Sidewalk.
Okay.
So it's a sorcery for 4 generic and blue.
Yep.
So 8 total. Take an extra turn after this one. If this card is in your opening hand, you may exile it. If you do, create 4 Time Walk token cards and shuffle them into your deck.
Oh, that's right. What the fuck?
Yeah, and the art is
Do
like...
you still have that?
Yeah, somewhere.
I want to put that in the sliver cube.
Yeah. And like the art is like what looks like 4 skeletons walking along a calendar.
Because that's the Time Walk art is...
Yeah.
But that's really good.
It was very fun.
That's very good.
I never got to resolve it, but it was always in there.
Oh, far out. That is rad. I mean, so we did our research phase and we found that we did the same search.
Yep.
And so what you're about to see is us talking about the same list that we got. Now, assuming You actually also looked at more stuff.
Yeah, and
I also did after.
And there's no guarantee that we've pulled the same cards here.
Oh, absolutely not. I would like to start because I know you're going to absolutely demolish me in this argument.
I don't know. We'll see.
Because I am pinning my argument on 3 cards.
Okay, I've got more than 3 tabs open.
I've got more than 3 tabs open, but 5 of them are the show's tabs.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with Gerard's Hourglass Pendant.
Okay.
It's a 1-cost artifact, it's a legendary artifact.
Yeah.
Very available because it was printed in a commander deck. And it says on it, flash, if a player would begin an extra turn, that player skips that turn instead.
Okay.
4 and tap, exile it, return to the battlefield, tapped all artifact, creature, enchantment, and land cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn.
Okay,
So,
sure.
Very good anti-wipe, very good anti-turn. Great
Yeah,
card.
it's kind of like when they printed Trouble in Pairs. It was like anti-extra turn tech.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the best part about it, actually, I have another card as well. The best part about it is it's $2.
Okay. Cool.
Accessible.
Yeah.
Fucking get someone walk back in because it's easily stopped.
Okay.
Hey, 1 and a blue, take an extra turn.
Yep.
What about 1 and a green, take an extra turn if a blue card was cast this turn?
Seed time.
We're talking seed time, baby.
I think green gets to have 1 extra turn spell.
Because it's the only one.
But it's also conditional.
It is
Which
conditional.
is why I brought seed time up. Is like it's not just 2 mana for an extra turn. It's 2 mana if.
And 2 mana if someone has cast a blue card.
That turn.
During
your turn, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a sorcery.
No, because seed time is an instant.
Where is it? Oh, it is too.
Seed
Yeah.
time is...
Wait, play it only during your turn. Is the first line on it.
Yes, I know.
So someone has to...
But I can Dream Herald.
Yes. Someone has to cast a blue spell during your turn.
So what I'm going to do, I've got 17 lands down.
Yep.
And I'm going, no, even better. I've got an Emrakul in the graveyard, and I've got a Grim Captain's Locker.
Okay.
And I pay 3 and a black, tap the Grim Captain's Locker to cast Emrakul for free. You counter spell. Blue.
Yep.
Done. Counter targeting the Emrakul.
Yep.
Bang. Seed time. I baited it out, bitch.
That's a lot to bait.
And the final one.
I think you could spend a lot less to bait a counter spell.
The final one I have, hey, you know, it's 1 and a blue for a seed time. What about 0? What about a free? Technically, it's a blue. Magosi the Water Veil.
Oh, okay.
We are bringing it back,
Sorry,
baby.
lands are colorless.
Magosi. Yeah, but anyway. Let's just remind you, because it's been about a year since we've spoken about this card.
Yeah.
Really cool card.
I can't even remember which episode it came up on.
It is the Emrakul one.
Okay.
Because we're talking about how extra turns are too much and we shouldn't have extra turns. And then it's like, oh, it's 15 mana, whereas this one's free.
Yeah, okay.
I'm bringing up the same argument. You could probably layer it over each other. Magosi the Water Veil enters the battlefield tapped. It's a land. Tap to add 1 blue to your mana pool. Or pay a blue and tap it to put an Aeon counter on it.
Yep.
Skip your next turn. Once you've added... If you tap...
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you skip your next turn.
Yep.
And then tap, remove an Aeon counter from Magosi, the Water Veil, and return it to its owner's hand. Take an extra turn after this one.
All right.
There's some really interesting interactions here. Because if I'm skipping my next turn and you have a Sheoldred down, I'm not drawing.
That's true. That doesn't seem like a reason to unban Time Walk.
But if I put an Aeon counter... Say I've got 10 Aeon counters on Magosi, and then I'm removing it from the battlefield when I tap it to trigger its thing. So tap, remove an Aeon counter, and return it to its owner's hand. So if you've got more than 1 counter on it, you're going to lose all those counters.
True.
Unless you have a resourceful defense on the battlefield.
Okay.
Which is whenever a permanent you control leaves the battlefield, returns to your hand. If it had counters on it, put those counters on target permanent you control.
Okay. Then what?
Well, so you put the Aeon counters on something else.
Yeah.
And then you bounce that and put the Aeon counters back on Magosi so you don't have to lose it.
Okay.
And proliferate as well.
Yeah.
So maybe you lose 1 turn, you keep proliferating the counters on Magosi.
Yeah.
And you're just moving it around.
That's a lot of work, dude.
Yes, but hear me out. Yeah, okay, no, you're right.
Yeah, my argument is largely around the fact that like 2 mana is not a lot of investment to get an extra turn.
Not at all.
and especially in Commander, you're making 3 people wait.
Yeah.
So that's not a nice time.
I mean, when was the last time you had an extra turn played on you and you were excited for it, except when you had to pee?
I think when I've seen an Emrakul get resolved,
Yeah.
and then it's not that player's getting an extra turn. They're controlling someone else, and then they are getting an extra turn after the one in which they
so
were
after
controlled.
you get controlled, you get to play.
Yeah, and it's always funny seeing what the controlling player is going to set them up with when they go to start their extra turn, because it's generally not a lot.
Go watch Cozy Magic Club where we were there and did exactly that.
Sorry, you did that.
Yeah, we did that. We were there together.
I played no part in you casting an Emrakul for free.
On turn like 6.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
it.
That's
I got nothing else.
Okay. So I did. So we did a similar search, which was extra turn spells sorted by mana value ascending, just to find the cheapest ones. There's a lot of these ones that cost 2, but have some other drawback to make up for that.
Or they cost more. Yeah.
So there's Final Fortune,
Yep.
2 red for an instant that says take an extra turn after this one. At the end of that turn, you lose the game.
Yes. A lot of the red ones are you lose the game.
So that can sometimes get paired with something that lets you end the turn, which would stop that effect of you losing the game. So something like Sundial of the Infinite, tap artifact to end the turn.
Yeah.
Or just time stop, which I think it costs like 4 or 6 or something. But yeah, the reason that costs 2 is because at the end of that next turn, on that card says you will lose the game.
Yeah.
There is, however, 1 and a blue for Sage of Hours.
Yes.
Which is a 1/1 human wizard. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Sage of Hours, put a +1 counter on it. And then it's got an effect that you can do at instant speed. Remove all +1 counters from Sage of Hours. For each 5 counters removed this way, take an extra turn after this one.
It's that's very Ralzaric.
Yeah.
So
it's 5 +1 counters equals 1 extra turn.
It's always 5s because the artifact one, time save, is that the
Time save, yeah.
Time save,
Five
tap
artifacts, yeah.
Ralzaric, flip 5 coins,
Yeah.
get an extra turn for each coin that's a heads.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I'm thinking now about this and my Orvar deck that cares about you casting spells that target your own permanents.
no,
And then I make copies of it. I'm not going to do that.
Do it.
This card is dumb.
Do it.
It's only printed once in Journey into Nyx.
Yeah, for good reason.
But then I sort of went looking for like, okay, going above 2, what are the rough sort of costs of extra turn spells? At 3, 1 blue is Savor the Moment, which is a sorcery. Take an extra turn after this one, but then it says skip the untap step of that turn.
Yes.
So even at 3, you've got a drawback thrown in.
Yep.
At 4 mana, we've got Plea for Power. 3 and a blue for a sorcery with Will of the Council. Starting with you, each player votes for time or knowledge. If time gets more votes, take an extra turn after this one. If knowledge gets more votes or it's tied, draw 3 cards.
Yeah, do you want Time Walker Ancestral Recall? Tell me now.
Yeah, 2 of the Power 9 can be yours for 4 mana.
The low cost of.
Well, one of.
3 and a blue.
One of 2.
Well, okay, but anyway, if you're doing voting,
Yeah.
or it's blue, so it can be flashbacked in a million different ways,
Yeah.
or copied. Put it under a panoptic mirror,
Yep.
for example.
Yeah.
Then you'll get many votes.
Yeah.
But also, why the fuck would you vote for time?
Maybe you're making weird deals. I don't know. I wouldn't vote for time.
Or maybe you'll lose life every time you vote for time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got like a grudge keeper, which I didn't pull up, but it's something along the lines of...
Someone doesn't vote with you?
Yeah.
You lose.
Everyone who didn't vote the same way as you loses life. But then we've got things like Time Warp. 3 blue for a sorcery. Target player takes an extra turn after
That's
this
the
one.
big one.
I think it's funny that it says target player, and you could use that on other people. You're probably not going to, but you could.
I'm pretty sure, because I know Time Vault is the other banned one, not
Yeah,
Time Warp.
yeah. Then I sort of went down a road of like, okay, assuming Time Walk was in my library, how could I find it? So like, yeah, you could become a problem putting it under an Isochron Scepter or a Panoptic Mirror, but you have to have it in hand.
Yeah, you mean the most amount of fetch spells in any color?
So I went
Next to black?
So I went specifically for like, not just like generic tutor, but specifically like mana value 2 or less type stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's one card that does mana value 2 or less, Spellseeker.
Oh, yeah.
2 and a blue for a
Good
1/1
card.
1/1 wizard. When it enters the battlefield, you can search your library for an instant or sorcery card with mana value 2 or less. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle.
A lot of the time, Spell Seeker is used to find demonic tutors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would work. Yeah. But yeah, that was under the search, like instant or sorcery card with mana value 2.
Brilliant.
And that brought that up. Then I found some interesting stuff.
Oh, fuck.
How familiar are you with the transmute keyword?
I've seen transmute a few times in Pauper.
Okay. So I'll go over roughly how this works. So you have a card that has its own cost, but then it will have transmute with a different, often
bigger.
slightly higher cost, it seems. Okay. You pay that cost and you discard the card. You search your library for a card with the same converted mana cost as that card. You reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Do that only as a sorcery.
Okay.
So it's all based around the mana value of the card itself.
Yes.
There are 3 cards with mana value 2 that have transmute.
Oh, brilliant.
We have Demir Infiltrator, blue-black for a 1/3 that says it can't be blocked.
Yep.
But it has transmute for 1 blue-black.
Yep.
So that would let you go and find a Time Walk. We have Muddle the Mixture for blue-blue. It's an instant, counter-target instant or sorcery spell. But for 1 blue-blue, you can transmute for 2.
Yeah.
And then we have finally Shred Memory, 1 and a black. Remove up to 4 target cards in a single graveyard from the game as an instant, or transmute for 1 black. So yeah, there's a few options. Like that's not even getting into the realm of like things like just generics, instant and sorcery tutors or demonic tutors or whatever that just go get you a card regardless of mana value. Yeah, it's very easy. I mean, it's very easy to have an extra turn card become a problem. It's incredibly easy when it only costs you 2.
Something that just came to mind I was looking for is there a card that lets you add the word cipher to other spells?
No.
Because that would be rad.
Yes, I love Cypher as a mechanic. What's a good one?
Paranoid Delusions.
The one I'm thinking of, what the fuck is it? Stolen Identity. I know that because I have it in a deck
I've
somewhere.
got it here. It's about 4 blue for a sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature. Cipher, which is
After you've
this
cast
spell
it.
after it's dissolved.
Yeah.
Encoded onto a creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its mana cost.
Yeah.
And that's why Paranoid Delusions and Pauper, so good.
Yeah. I am a big fan of Cypher, but as far as I know,
There's nothing that lets you
there's
put Cypher
nothing
on
that
stuff.
gives a spell Cypher.
That would be rad.
That'd be a problem. You kidding? Put like a Majestic Genesis with
Yeah, that'd
fucking
be sick.
Cypher? No. I think if you printed a card that let you give any instant or sorcery Cypher, it would get so banned. Because you can create so many problems.
Look, they're reprinting Gaia's Cradle, so what do we know? What do we know?
Yeah, well. But I think what I wanted to end on here is just referring back to the bracket system.
Yeah.
And how they refer to extra turn spells.
Yeah.
Or extra turn effects in general. So at bracket 1, none.
No extra turns in bracket 1.
Yeah. 2 and 3, it's specifically no chaining of extra turns. So like casting one spell that gives you an extra turn,
Awesome.
fine.
Having 5 in a row.
Yeah. Then it's all about like you're monopolizing the game clock. No one can do anything. You might as well just call the game over. Then at bracket 4 or 5, no restrictions. Just go crazy.
Which means that realistically, like cards like Ralzaric, for example, where you could have 5 extra turns in a row with 5 heads.
Yeah, flip the coins.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. A luck thing.
Yeah.
It's probability.
Yeah.
But still, I would say that Ralzaric belongs in a 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
The potential to have multiple extra turns is really unfun.
Yeah, and there's ways to like have things synergize with coin flips.
Yeah. Well, and I think the thing is, right, how many times have you sat down in a game, someone's taken an extra turn, and the first thing you think is like, I just want to pick it up. Like,
Yeah.
Like, cool, the board, because like even extra turns when you know how we talk about board wiping with intent?
Yes.
Right. Sometimes even extra turn is just like, I'm just going to get this extra draw and then I'm going to see what I can do. And it's like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, like I would love to see an extra turn happen when like someone's got stuff in their hand that is going to take them 2 turns worth of untapping their lands to cast.
Yeah.
But doing those 2 turns back to back means they're probably going to win the game.
Exactly.
That's fine to me.
Yeah.
But if it's just like, oh, you're just kind of dirtling along, you're just like, I'm going to untap, I'm going to draw, and then I don't know, I'll do this, and nothing else really progresses.
Yeah. Like
not
a 2 to 1 to 1 to 1 is kind of boring.
That's asking a lot of time from everyone else, and it doesn't feel like you're really honoring that by meaningfully progressing the game.
Exactly. Like if we're going to take extra turns, I want all of us to take extra turns. And I want us to do it on a new table with smaller decks.
Wait. Welcome to Casual Compliance, a show about the culture and philosophy of Commander. Today we're talking about Charizard again. Oops.
And if you want to see us talk about Charizard over the top of us talking about Time Walk, you can go to casualcompliance.fun where I am going to make that edit and upload it.
Do not.
He's not going to know about it.
I will, because I'll go in there and delete it.
Thank you for watching.
Is that it? Are we done?
I think so. Like,
Yeah.
It's a pretty easy one. Fuck Time Walk. Who printed that?
Magic the Gathering.
The Power 9 is really interesting.